हेलो आज हम बना रहे हैं स्टफ्ड कैप्सिकम. ओके, दिस इज लाइक माय मॉम्स वेरी well known recipe which I'm sharing with you, which is top secret, okay, but I'm still sharing it with you. So we're going to stuff capsicum and tomatoes. Okay, that's what I've decided. There are 4 capsicums that are now hollow. I have cleaned them. I have kept the top along with me, so they're going to look like this when I'm going to stuff them. The top still, sorry, couldn't see it. The top still remains there. Okay, so I'm going to make it with 4 capsicum and 2 tomatoes, so stay tuned. So these tomatoes, all I've done is I've chopped them from top and I have scooped the inside with the help of a spoon. Okay, so it's all clean. If you can see, it's all clean inside. Okay, so I've got 2 of these tomatoes and 4 of my capsicum, which I've already shown you. You just need to clean and scrape it, seeds are along, and remove it so that the stuffing can go inside and cook well. Hey, so what we're going to do, we'll start off with hey, okay, so here's my pan which is hot enough, and we will take some besan and roast it dry. Okay, no ghee in it. Make sure that your pan is not too hot because see, it's burning my besan already. Here we go. We are just going to roast it on and off. Just be sure that your tawa is not too hot. We're just trying to cook it slightly. So I've taken about 3 spoons, this one, okay, of besan. So well, there goes a lot of ingredients in this. You just can't let this besan burn. बहुत फट से burn हो जाएगा. Distracted मत रहो. लम्स निकाल रही है ताकि वो भी रोस्ट हो जाए अच्छे से. थोड़ी सी खुशबू आ जाए तो पता चल जाएगा कि आपका बेसन रोस्ट हो गया. डर के मैंने इतना स्लो कर दिया गैस को. This is wet. Smell. तो ये बेसन हमने ड्राई रोस्ट किया. ओके, रिमेम्बर, नो घी, नो बटर, नो ऑयल. सूंघ से पता चलता है कि ये रोस्ट हुआ है कि नहीं. Let me roast this and get back. Okay, so our besan looks cooked. Okay, it has roasted. We are going to just leave it aside. Okay, basin is done. It's left aside. Let me just wash my pan and get back. Okay, let's start with the preparation of our stuffing. Okay, so what goes first is oil, and I have taken for 6 pieces that I'm cooking, I've taken 1.5 onion. Okay, these are large ones. Okay, let us roast our onions. Wow, it's smelling so good already. So let us just roast our onions on medium flame. Okay, we don't want to burn it. We are just going to cook it completely. Okay, now this is not supposed to be half cooked like we do it in poha. Okay, we are going to cook this thoroughly. So once this is cooked a little bit, I'm going to add garlic and chilies in this. Okay, so this is on slow flame while I'm going to cut my garlic. Hey, so there goes about 3 pods of garlics. I am taking 3 finely chopped chilies. There it goes. Give it a nice stir. We're going to cook it on medium flame, okay? We don't intend to burn out our stuff. So it's okay if it is going to slow cook. Did you know that slow cook onions makes the best food? One day I'll show you my slow cooked rajma recipe. Okay, that's like mind blowing. Okay, so well, I'm going to let this cook and I'll get back to you once it's done. So this is still not done. I'm just showing you the picture that now this has just turned translucent. Okay, it's transparent. And we're going to cook it a little more. Okay. Hey. So this is somewhat of the onion that we want. Okay. It's a little bit more that we're going to get it done now. On medium flame, just constantly keep stirring. If you want to make it fast, you can, but you'll have to constantly stir and be careful of the flame. Okay, now this is, I'm going to take around 10-15 minutes odd. Okay. Patience. Onion is the main ingredient. मिर्ची ज्यादा हो गई है इसमें, मजा आएगा मिर्ची खाने से, बहुत मजा आएगा. I can't be talking over this flame. The mirchi goes right inside my throat. Okay, now once this is done, let me tell you what's the next one. We are going to take, I've taken 1.5 onion large, so goes 1.5 tomatoes. Okay, then goes my basin. Okay, I have 2 mashed potatoes. And I'm going to put paneer. Paneer around 100 grams or 150 grams. So we'll mash them all and make this party for you. Bear with me, I'll show you everything step by step. So our onions looks alright now. I hope you can see it, how brown it has turned. Okay. Fayda of non-stick, it does not stick down. Cooked in lesser oil. Okay, so there goes my tomatoes. Okay, we're going to let these tomatoes cook completely, okay, completely before we add our basin to it. Now you know why did we roast the basin before? Because you can't cook basin and tomatoes together with onions. So we're going to cook now tomatoes, and I can actually put a little water in it. It cooks faster this way. So I'll add a little water. Increase my flame. Lid it so that the tomatoes get cooked faster. Let me get back to you. Hey, tomatoes are done. Okay, this is how it should look. Your masala is cooked. Nice dark masala. It's gone too spicy with Portuguese, okay? We'll put turmeric powder. Chili powder. And vanilla. Three basic ingredients. Turn the flame slow while this masala is roasting. Okay, looks perfect. And I'm putting kasturi methi. Just give it a small roast. Okay. So it's good to add kasturi methi to items which you cook in cream or with paneer. It really enhances the taste. Vishesh technique. Okay. So I'll just wait for the aroma of kasturi methi. Okay, I'm getting the aroma of kasturi methi now. So let's just add our next ingredient, that is besan. Let's get them together. What my mom suggested I do with this besan is put some water at this stage. Okay, if I put water now, I will though put some water, but right after I put potatoes. Okay, well, she's a pro cook, okay, so she can handle that. I think it will just get too gooey and then mixing potatoes would become difficult for me. But anybody who's an expert can start doing that right away. Put water so that your besan doesn't cook again. Remember, we have already cooked the besan, so we don't have to cook really besan again. As long as it's mixed now and has no lumps in it. Even if I can find any, I'm going to just break them. Okay, so all the lumps are gone. I'm going to mix 2 boiled potatoes, smashed. when you mix little water in potatoes, it just makes it easy for masala to combine with these potatoes. Okay, gas still on slow flame, medium slow. Then goes paneer. I'm going to crush it. Let me just make this crushing and I'll get back to you. Okay, so that's our mixture of paneer, potatoes, basin and our onion tomatoes masala. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a stir. Oh, I didn't put salt and sugar. Little sugar, because my mother is partially Gujarati. She puts sugar in everything and I like the food that way. Okay, just about that. And now I'm pouring water. Just about that much, so that it's easy for me to mix now. Once I'm done mixing all this is when I'm going to turn the flame up until I'm just buying time from the flame. Masala looks pretty tasty. Okay, let me just combine them. Let me show you how it looks once it's done. Okay, let me just show you one more tip which is much easier. We have this masher at home. Everybody makes pav bhaji at home these days. So I'm just going to put them together with this masher. It's a lot easier. A little more of water can go in it. Well, we are adding water and we've been a little generous with it. But you will have to know that this water is going to completely dry off, okay, as we're going to let it stay on the flame while it's mixing. Okay, water should be evaporated. So while I continue to do this, I don't want to waste my length over this, so let me get back to you once this is done. Okay, so this masala has now combined together. As you can see, the water has evaporated and now we are ready to put about half a nimbu. Here goes nimbu juice. Let's mix them, and with that our masala is done. Okay, once this cools down a little bit, I'm going to start my stuffing. Okay, it would be too hot actually to start doing that right now. So I'm not going to put any extra seasonings in my tomato and my pepper, because I think the seasoning in this is just enough. But by any chance you are used to eating a little more spicy, salty food, you can season these, okay? However, I know we put a lot of chilies already in this, but I didn't put any garam masala. I'm going to just give it a little dash of pepper. This is black pepper. If you want to add garam masala powder, you can. However, we don't prefer it in this vegetable. So we're just good with our basic masala and kasturi methi. And that's just going to make our taste brilliant. Okay, and the water is still continues to evaporate as long as it's on the gas. So, well, I'll let this cool off and let me get back to you. Hey, I ran out of battery. Now it's charging. Okay, so our material looks like this. It has cooled off a little bit. So what I'm going to do is stuff it right till the mouth, okay? It's going to taste so yummy, I can't tell you. I used to long for my mother to make this item, and she would only make it on special occasions like Raksha Bandhan, which is today. Okay, and I'm going to cover it back. Okay, I've got this deep bowl. Obviously, I'm going to oven it. Okay, so it goes right in there. Okay, it's not sitting. So similarly, I'm going to fill my capsicums. I'm going to grease it a little bit from the outside. However, from inside, greasing is not required because this material is made in oil. Remember, we put a little oil in the starting. Okay. So let me just show you how I'm going to grease it while I will stuff the remaining of this video. I'll just fill this one. That's like a lot of stuffing. The only taste is of the stuffing. Capsicum कौन खाता है बाद में? सब खाते हैं. बचपन में हम लोग नहीं खाते थे, हम लोग सिर्फ स्टफिंग खाते थे. अब मुझे कैप्सिकम बहुत पसंद है. I think one vegetable that comes to my house every week we cook is capsicum. Okay, which is for which one? So there it goes, and just remember which lid is for which pepper so that it tightens it properly. Okay, time to grease. So I'm taking a little butter. I'm taking a little melted butter. It's not going to really stick to capsicum because of the shiny skin texture. That's a bit too much. Okay, just roughly put it everywhere. It's going to melt down, so I'm just going to put it on top more. It will melt down and it will go to the bottom again eventually. And we do that to our tomatoes too. Very roughly. पीछे रह गया. Mr. Tomato is ready to go in the oven now. So well, I'm going to bake these once I'm done filling them all. I'll get back to you and I'll show you the temperature. Hey! I lost one of the covers. I must have binned it. Okay, so this is how my colorful bell peppers and my tomatoes are looking. So this goes into a preheated oven. Uh, 10 minutes of preheated oven. I'm going to bake them for at least 30 minutes, okay? So that it gets cooked inside out. Roughly I'm going to bake them on 190 to 200 for a beginning 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes, looking at the texture, I will decide what the temperature should be. So 10 minutes of preheat oven, I am going to put this, and once I am done with my preheating, it's preheating, I will get back to you. Okay, so okay, these are my lovely peppers and tomatoes. Oven is preheated now. I'm going to go, can we say 210 for 15 minutes, okay? Let's start with this and let's see how it. Okay, that's how it looks. Well, in just 15 minutes it's still not cooked, so I'm just going to drizzle some oil over it because I can see it's pretty dry. It's drying out. I don't want it to dry out. I want it to cook thoroughly. Okay, it looks good. So it goes back inside, and I'm going to now put it at, can we 250? Let's say, let's keep it for 20 for now. Okay. Well, I think this one was successful. We can see wrinkles and it looks cooked because the capsicum's shade has changed. So let's just toss them upside down. Okay, I'm going to get this out. I need 2 hands for it, so I'm going to rest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is toss them upside down so that the way it has cooked on top is how it cooks from bottom. Just toss this bit. While I'm going to turn them all around. तो ये सारे मैंने टॉस कर दिए, नीचे से अभी भी बहुत हरे और कच्चे हैं. मतलब इसको बनने में ओवन में काफ़ी टाइम लगने वाला है dudes. So be patient. Well, my mom cooks them फटाफट in कढ़ाई. Well, she is a pro with it. तो अगर आपको वो ट्राई करना है आप कर सकते हो. जो आंटीज़ एंड मम्मीज़ को कुकिंग की बहुत आदत है उनको पता होगा ये कैसे करता है. आई एम गोइंग टू पुट दिस बैक इन माई oven. ओके, ओवन में वो वापस चला गया है. I'm going to I'm setting this again. 250, 20 minutes, start. Finally ready to be served. Our capsicum and tomatoes, they are cooked. The minute you see this wrinkled skin which is turned a little brownish, which means it's done. If you still feel you want to roast it on tawa a little bit, you can do that.